Welcome back to Soaring Highs and Crushing Lows. We're coming to you live from our new location, New HQ, aka my parents' basement. Okay, we're officially back from Florida. Some people want to know how'd Florida go? How'd the Bay of Pigs go? Okay, we don't talk about that anymore. Florida did not go well. Was there for 2 years. I think a lot of people conjure up these ideas of Florida that it's all sunshine, all beaches, but like I said, when you live down there and you get west of 95, it's Juniata with palm trees and lizards. I mean, I said that once on this show. I'll say it 1,000 times. But I decided after 2 years down there, I was basically living below the poverty line, well below the poverty line. Things weren't going great down there, so I decided, all right, pack it on home, move back to mom and dad's. You know what they say on Saturday night? Live from New York, it's Saturday night. Well, live from my parents' basement, it's soaring highs and crushing lows. So we had some technical difficulties. We're trying to work out the kinks here. I got to see what's going on. Bear with us if that's the case. This is our 20th episode. 20th episode. Wow. Look how far we've come. I have t-shirts. T-shirts have come in, and I have those to deliver at the end of the. I'm going to be delivering them this week. So if you order a shirt, bear with me, you'll get it. Like I said, we're a grassroots operation here. We don't have the comfort of the little Iceman. Speaking of, that's my Trump voice when I do the little Iceman. Speaking of Trump, they think they got him on more charges. They're indicting him again. This guy, by the way, there's like murderers out there who have been charged less than Trump. It's insane. They just won't stop. They can't leave that orange-haired man alone. They're upset. They are obsessed with him. There's a million other things going on in this country, and all they do is Trump, 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 Trump. I mean, I think they salivate over the opportunity of seeing Trump go to jail. It's just unbelievable. First of all, we did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong. So it just doesn't end in this country. Meanwhile, Sleepy Joe Biden, he's been president for. Now look, you can fact check me on this. It's probably not true. We don't check facts here, okay? It's an opinion show. I'll come out and say that right away. This is an opinion show. There's no facts on this show. If you want facts, I don't know, go watch MSNBC or CNN or Fox News. We're not doing facts. It's an opinion show. I heard that Sleepy Joe has been on vacation for 360 days of his presidency. The man's only been in office for 3 years. So 1 year he's on vacation? It's just unbelievable how the media, they love Joe Biden. I don't get, he's a son of a bitch. He's had the same job since the 1970s. All of a sudden he's everyone's hero. He's the LGBT community's hero, but he was against gay marriage in 2008. 2008! He was a 50-year-old man. By the way, if you're 50 years old and you're against gay marriage at 50, that's what your stance is. Okay, you don't wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm Joe Biden. I'm the leader of the liberals now." But that's what seems to have happened. He was against gay marriage in 2008. I wasn't. Were you? I wasn't. But, Joe Biden's the hero now. It's just funny how that works. On this show, we hate the Bidens. We hate Joe Biden, but we love Hunter Biden. Boy, do we love Hunter. Boy, do we love Hunter. He's right up our alley. He is right up our alley. A lot of listeners of Soaring Highs and Crushing Lows, a lot of listeners of this show, quite frankly, they would get a kick out of bringing cocaine to the White House for fireworks. They would downright get a kick out of it. They would think it's great. Cocaine at the White House? For the fireworks? Hoo-hoo! A lot of listeners of this show would be into that. I'm telling you, they would get a kick out of it. So that's why on the show we love Hunter Biden. It was very nice of the Bidens to finally acknowledge Hunter's daughter. Her name is Navy, which is, we know he was smoking crack at the time for no other reason than he named his daughter Navy, but they finally acknowledged her after 4 years. So that was nice of them. Joe Biden, even he's gone as far. I mean, this is just really kind of shows you the kind of guy that he is. Just a sweet old man. He's actually going to put a stocking up for his granddaughter. I mean, wow. That right there just shows you the compassion that he has. He's going to put up a stocking for his granddaughter. Now, last year, he had a stocking up for the dog, but not the granddaughter. But this year, he's going to give the granddaughter a stocking. What a nice old man. Speaking of the dog, this is the last. I'll get off it. I'll get off politics after this. Joe Biden's dog, Commander, has bit like 10 people in the White House. And they haven't put this fucker down yet. It's a German Shepherd. It's going to kill someone. It's bit 10 people, okay? One guy had to go to the hospital. Joe Biden's dog is going to kill someone. And then I want him charged with gross negligence. The dog bit 10 people, okay? It wasn't exactly Airbud, okay? It was more like Cujo. This dog was out of control and it's going to kill somebody. And then Biden better get charged. I was, now that I'm back home, I was walking in Pennypack yesterday. And I enjoy taking a walk in the woods, and there's a sign everywhere. Dogs must be on a leash. Now, for you dog people out there, and we always say, who's the dog people? Dog people are the ones that are calling themselves mommy, calling themselves daddy. I don't care. I mean, I'm going against the grain here on this one. If you're calling yourself mommy or daddy to your dog, you got about as much mental illness as me. Okay, you're crazier, if not, no, you're crazy. You're just as crazy, if not crazier than me. If you're saying, come to mommy, and you're talking about a dog. It's a canine. It's a different species. You're a Homo sapien. This is the canine. You understand? You're not in the same, it's not your child, okay? It's a dog. And the reason why we have these signs, dogs must be on a leash, is because these dogs aren't exactly predictable, okay? When I'm walking by someone in the woods, I know for a fact, I'm not going to lunge at them and bite them, okay? That's why I'm not required to wear a leash. I'm a Homo sapien. I think that's what humans are. Are we Homo sapiens? I could be wrong with this. Dogs are of the canine family. You following along, dog people? So when a dog walks by, you don't know what it's going to do, okay? It could just shit. It could just plop down and take a shit. It could rip my head off. It's just a whole series of things. That's why the dog has to be on a leash. So anyway, I'm walking by these two old people, and they're foreign. They don't have to pay attention to the rules. And the dog comes right up to me, and I'm walking by them, and just makes a beeline for me. And I go, whoa, 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 whoa. So now I'm up against the wall in fear, and I will admit that dog scared the shit out of me. I've been talking a big game on this show that if a dog attacks me, I'm going to attack it back. That dog spooked me a little bit, came up on me. So, dog people, do us a favor. Put the dog on a leash. I mean, Christ almighty, we're not asking you to put a choker on the damn. Put it on a fucking leash, okay, you nut. And stop calling yourself mommy. You didn't birth this dog. So stop. All right. I know dog people get upset with me on that one. Oh, you don't understand. It's my therapy dog. Shut up. Okay, shut up. We're not listening to it. You can tell that to the fucking manager at TGI Fridays when you bring your mutt in on Friday, and he says, "Whoa, why is your dog here?" But we don't care. Okay. Yeah, we're depressed too. We're just raw dog in depression. No meds, no therapy, nothing. Just raw dog in life. I was coming up through I was driving back to Philadelphia. It's a daunting drive. It's a 20-hour drive. So I'm driving up the coast, and boy, oh boy, not a lot to see in this country. Not a lot to see on the East Coast corridor. I'll say that. You know, just if you take 95 down to Florida, I mean, you're talking about one of the most boring drives you'll ever experience in your life. I mean, I'm talking about 1,200 miles of the same thing. Nothing changes. Except when you get to D.C. D.C. becomes 2-lane highway, becomes a fucking nightmare. But the rest of the way, you're just coasting down 95. You don't know where you are. Could be, all of 95 looks the same is what I'm saying. But when you get down to like Virginia and stuff, these Southerners, they're still flying this Confederate flag. I don't understand this, okay? And they'll say, well, boy, you just don't understand. That flag represents my Southern heritage. And I don't think you understand, okay? You lost the war, okay? You lost, they overtook. Now we have, here's something that could be controversial on this show. And on this show, I'm trying to watch myself. It's becoming more and more difficult. People tell me, watch what you say. Watch what you say. You won't get a job. Watch what you say. How come someone that's like a moderate, I consider myself a moderate, we can't say anything, okay? The people on the left can say crazy things. They can say a man with a cock can give birth. They can say that, and it's just like, oh, don't say. All I'm saying is, I think in this country we should fly two flags, okay? Two flags on federal buildings: the American flag and the state flag. That's it. That's it. I don't care. Everything else, sorry. Look, we're flying two flags. If you want to fly your own personal flag, and I don't care what it is, on your own fucking property, go ahead. Go ahead. Nobody cares. State buildings, we're flying two flags, okay? American flag and state flag. Now I say that, and does that come off as is that racist? Is that homophobic? I mean, that just seems like a normal thing to me. Hey, look, it's a federal building. We're just gonna fly two flags. Meanwhile, these people got the Confederate flag flying high down there, and it's just unbelievable to me. It's a little. You come down 95 and you see this huge Confederate flag. I mean, I'm white. I was nervous. I was driving down a back road. I said, "Oh boy, I hope one of them good old boys don't find me, because I'm a city slicker. They don't like me either. They don't like me one bit, and I don't like them, redneck hillbillies." But yeah, Confederate flag. I mean, come on, really? Let's go. The topic of this podcast was going to be about Hitler's secret sex life. And if you're listening, Hitler, what the hell is he talking about? So there's a video on TikTok this week, okay? And basically, this man, I want to say he's anywhere from 18 to 30 years old. And he's in a parking lot. And he's on his knees. And there's a woman. And the woman, for all intensive purposes, is wearing Ronald McDonald's shoes. Okay? She's wearing these giant red boots. And she asks the young fella, "Do you give me consent?" And he says, "Yes, yes." She grabs his hair, pulls his head back, okay? She takes a step back like she's fucking David Akers, okay? She takes one step, boom! Kicks him right in the balls. I've never seen anything like it. Now, he's down the ground. He can't breathe. He says it's burning, okay? His testicles had to be up in his chest. You ever get hit in the nuts? Oh my God. And he's doing this for pleasure. And then the other chick comes over and she smacks him in the face, spits in his face, and kicks him in the nuts. And I'm sitting there, what the fuck is going on? I just can't believe it. And in this, look, everybody has their kinks, okay? Everybody has their sexual kinks. I mean, I think I'd said on this program before, I'd rather admit to a murder that I didn't commit than let anyone look at my internet search history. And that's a fact. Put me away. I don't care. I'll go Shawshank Redemption. I'll stay in prison for the rest of my life. You ain't looking at that internet history. And so everyone has their kinks. Where I'm drawing the line, and I'll get into that, why I talk about Hitler in a second. I draw the line at people that like to get shit on. I draw the line at that people who like to get pooped on. Okay, I start scratching my head. I start saying, I'm sorry. What? What did you just say? You like for women to shit on you and kick you in the balls? I'm sorry, what? That's where I'm drawing the line. I mean, there has to be a line. In everything we do in life, there has to be a line. All right, this is too far. Do not go over the line. I'm picking my nose. I'm on camera now. There's a camera looking at us, and I'm picking my nose. This is why I don't want the camera here. Anyway, I digress. Hitler, okay, people aren't going to believe this. First of all, the man had the smallest penis in the world. Does that shock you? No. He was the worst human to ever live, and he had the smallest little penis in the world. And that would piss me off, too. I don't think I would take it as far as he took it, but that would piss me off. The other thing that I was reading about, he liked for women to shit on him. And I just think that if you're getting shit on, if you're getting kicked in the balls for pleasure, we got to take power away from you. I mean, we got to find out about this, and it's got to be. I mean, we got to treat these people like we treat child predators. And a lot of this could have been, Hitler. The moment I want to do shit on me, we should have arrested him. Okay, and I don't know much about history. Like I said, we don't do a lot of fact check on this show. How they let him out of jail in the first place? I just think that was a sign. I mean, he was a very angry, hateful person, and he did some of the worst atrocities known to man. Well, he had a small penis, and he liked to get shit on. So we got to watch out. Anyone out there that might say to you, "Hey, man, did your chick ever kick you in the balls?" You have to say, "I'm sorry, what?" And he says, "Hey, man, does your chick ever kick you in the balls?" And you go, "For pleasure?" And he says, "Yes, for pleasure." Then you call the cops. You call the cops right then and there. I mean, that is just, he needs help. He needs to be in Friends Hospital. Anyway, and back in Philadelphia now, like I said, back in the parents' basement, right where I started off from. And Philadelphia is just such an interesting place. The Eagles are finally going to wear their Kelly green jerseys this year. And I have no idea why the fuck they're not wearing these all the time. Why? You're going to sit there and tell